IUPAC nomenclature of acyl halides. Acyl halides should possess C double bond O X group. This is very much similar to carboxylic acids. Instead of OH, we are having X here. On this side, we can have hydrogen, if not alkyl group, if not aryl group. IUPAC nomenclature of acyl halides can have all 5 units in it. Definition remain almost same. Secondary prefix speaks about substituents. Primary prefix speaks about the cyclic nature. Root word indicates the number of carbon atoms in the parent chain. Primary suffix indicates the linkage between the carbon atoms in the parent chain. Secondary suffix indicates the presence of acyl halide, that will be indicated by the word oil halide. In carboxylic acids, we had oic acid. Here we are having oil halide. Recalling the general points, whenever a secondary suffix is present in the molecule, parent chain should include the secondary suffix. Lowest possible number should be given to the secondary suffix. Terminal functional group should be numbered 1. Since acyl halides are terminal functional groups, carbon atom of acyl halides should be numbered 1. In this molecule, this portion indicates the acyl chloride. We have only one carbon atom as a part of the parent chain. So this will be numbered 1. So the root word will be meth. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is oil chloride. Since O of the oil chloride is a vowel, we have to drop the E of primary suffix. So the IUPAC name will be methanoyl chloride. With this molecule, this COBr is the acyl bromide. Carbon atom of acyl bromide should be numbered 1. So the root word is eth. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is oil bromide. E of the primary suffix has to be dropped for the same reason. So the IUPAC name will be ethanoyl bromide. In this molecule, this will be the parent chain. Carbon of COBr has to be numbered 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the root word is pent. We are having a methyl substitution at position 3. So the secondary prefix is 3-methyl. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is oil bromide. And E of the primary suffix has to be dropped. IUPAC name will be 3-methyl pentanoyl bromide. With this molecule, this will be the parent chain. If we give number 1 to this, then we are having a substitution at position 4. So the secondary prefix will be 4-methyl. Root word is pent. Between the carbon atoms, we have a double bond. So the primary suffix is ene. Double bond is present at position 3. So 3-ene. Secondary suffix is oil bromide. E of the primary suffix has to be dropped. So the IUPAC name will be 4-methyl pent 3-enoyl bromide. In this molecule, acyl bromide is present twice. We can start numbering from any end. Root word will be hex. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is dioyl dibromide, because there is a possibility of having chloro here and bromo here. That is the reason we have to indicate the presence of bromine twice by using the prefix di. Since dioyl dibromide starts with a consonant D, E of the primary suffix has to be retained. IUPAC name will be hexane dioyl dibromide. This is the similar case with the substituent. In order to give the lowest number to the substituent, it is better if we start numbering from this end. Secondary prefix will be 3-methyl. Root word is hex. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is dioyl dichloride. For the same reason, E of the primary suffix has to be retained. IUPAC name will be 3-methyl hexane dioyl dichloride. This is another case where we are having double bond between the carbon atoms in the parent chain. From whichever direction we start, we get the same numbering to the double bond. Root word will be hex. Primary suffix is ene. Double bond is present at position 3, so 3-ene. Secondary suffix is dioyl dichloride. IUPAC name will be hex 3-ene dioyl dichloride. Extending the same logic even to this molecule, this carbon will be numbered 1. This is 2. Whole cyclic group will be considered as a substituent. So the secondary prefix will be 2-cyclohexyl. Root word is eth. Between the carbon atoms we have single bond, so ane. Secondary suffix will be oyl bromide. E of the primary suffix has to be dropped. So the IUPAC name will be 2-cyclohexyl ethanoyl bromide. Similar example. This carbon will be numbered 1. This is 2. Whole benzene group will sit as a substituent. When benzene sit as a prefix, it will take the name phenyl. So the secondary prefix will be 2-phenyl. Root word is eth. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is oyl chloride. E has to be dropped. IUPAC name will be 2-phenyl ethanoyl chloride. This molecule consists of 3 acyl chloride groups. At the max, while considering a parent chain, we can include 2 acyl groups. In order to give the equal weightage to all acyl chloride groups, we will be introducing a special suffix for COCl, that is carbonyl chloride for COCl, generally carbonyl halide. When I use the term carbonyl halide, C of the COCl is included in the name. In order to name this compound, first we have to drop the COCl and look into the remaining carbons. If we number, we get pentane. On this pentane, at position 1, 3 and 5, we are having carbonyl chloride sitting. So the IUPAC name will be pentane 135 tricarbonyl trichloride. Even in this molecule, we are having 3 COBr groups. However, we try. At the max, we can include only 2 of them in the parent chain. Third COBr along with the CH2 has to be considered as a substituent. When COBr sit as a substituent, it will take up the name bromo-oxo. Generally, it will be halo-oxo. CO of COX will be called as oxo. X of COX will be called as halo. When I use the term oxo and halo, carbon of COX is not included. Now to name this molecule, first we have to number the parent chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now at position 4, we are having 2 carbons sitting. Carbon which is attached to the parent chain has to be numbered 1. This is 2. On position 2, we are having oxo group. On the same position 2, we are having bromo group. Since bromo comes first in the alphabetical series, name of this prefix will be 2-bromo, 2-oxo, ethyl. Since it is a complex prefix, it has to be enclosed inside the bracket. Now, secondary prefix for the molecule is at position 4, we have 2-bromo, 2-oxo, ethyl. Root word is hept. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is dioyl dibromide. So the IUPAC name will be 4,2-bromo-2-oxo-ethyl heptane dioyl dibromide. This molecule consists of two types of acyl halides. In this situation, we should consider one of them as suffix and consider another one as prefix. When COX sit as a suffix, it's called by the name oil chloride. When it sit as a prefix, it will be called by the name halo-oxo. Among different halogens, fluorine takes up the highest priority, then chlorine, bromine, iodine. So between COCl and COBr, COCl takes up the highest priority. So this will act as a suffix. COBr will act as a prefix. So we should start numbering from this end. Secondary prefix of the molecule will be 7-bromo, 7-oxo. Root word is hept. Primary suffix is ane. Secondary suffix is oil chloride. We have to drop the E of primary suffix. So the IUPAC name will be 7-bromo, 7-oxo heptanoyl chloride. Summary: if COX is called by the name oil halide, then it is a suffix. C of the COX is not included in the name. If it is called by the name carbonyl halide, it is a special suffix. C of the COX is included in the name. If we use the words halo and oxo to indicate COX, then it is a prefix. C of COX is not included in the name. Next lecture will be on IUPAC nomenclature of aldehydes. Thank you.